This is the story of second chances, heroic comebacks, and expanding horizons. And for some, it's a story of a real first chance. For students and their families, for business and industry, the state of Arkansas, and for our nation. This is the story of Arkansas Adult Education, a diverse group of programs designed to provide free basic academic education to assist adult learners in achieving their full career and educational potential. The story of Arkansas Adult Education is also a story of stepping stones to fulfilling hope and dreams, to better or higher education, greater earning potential, and better lives for adult students and their families. Each year, the programs offer thousands of Arkansans opportunities to earn a high school credential with a GED, as well as to learn basic education and essential job skills reinforced by employers in their own local communities. Students can also learn to master English as a second language or simply advance basic education levels. With multiple education centers strategically located to serve all 75 Arkansas counties, adult education is free and accessible.
We see approximately 50,000 or so Arkansans a year for one reason or the other. Some for their GEDs, others for things as simple as ESL classes, family literacy classes, computer literacy classes, but approximately overall about 50,000 a year. From that, we probably award about 7,000 to 8,000 GEDs a year.
With its robust record of service and accomplishments, adult education plays a crucial role in Arkansas's economic development.
We need to have more of our citizens better educated, better trained. It's essential to future economic development. It's actually essential to business and industry in our state that's actively every day hunting for individuals who are well trained and well educated and well qualified.
Adult education is extremely important to the economics of the state of Arkansas because you have to have the basic education now even to survive. Our technology is improving vastly. Now I've even heard of situations where custodians even have to be able to go on to the computer and to do the very basics to be able to perform their job. So it's critically important that everybody has a certain level of education.
One cornerstone of adult education services is the GED program, which enables many adults to earn an Arkansas high school diploma to become equipped to move ahead to better jobs or higher education.
The economic impact of earning a GED for the state of Arkansas is an increase in that individual's earning potential of over $8,000 a year for their working lifetime. So the younger they come into adult education in their 20s, they're going to have a productive life, and over a 40-year work life, you can do the math and see how many hundreds of thousands of dollars of extra income those individuals will have.
On another front, Adult Education's Workforce Alliance for Growth in the Economy program, commonly referred to as WAGE, offers the benefits of a partnership between the state and businesses to provide basic academic education and specialized training tailored to meet the individual demands of local employers. Again, the program is provided at no cost to businesses or students. One example of WAGE working at its best is at Crosby National Swage in Jacksonville, a manufacturer of industrial hoisting and lifting connectors. The company was having trouble finding and retaining local employees capable of operating increasingly complex computerized equipment.
We were hiring people and we'd put them on a CNC machine. In a month, 2 weeks to a month, they would be gone. And what we discovered, they were scared of the machine. They didn't understand it, so it gave them the ability to understand what we were doing, the training did. And it made my longevity go from people that were here a month to people that are here now 10, 15 years.
For Arkansas's increasing foreign-born student and workforce populations, mastery of English can be an imposing challenge, but one that Arkansas Adult Education's English as a Second Language program is designed to help overcome.
I mean, I understand there's a lot of Americans that don't have their GEDs, but we have a lot of Hispanic people, we got a lot of Asian people that are here to work, to do honest work, and to be able to be in this state and be in this country legally and honestly and do a good job. And they need to learn English. They need to be able to get their GED because they're not able to do it in their countries. And it's not gonna only help them, it's gonna help the economy. You'll be able to find better workers, somebody that you'll be able to speak to, and be able somebody that you know is gonna do a good job by working by you, by knowing your language.
Despite its impressive and sustained success in helping students overcome challenges, adult education in Arkansas is facing challenges of its own, related to the need for increased funding to meet the growing demands for its services.
We're flatlining. We've been at the same amount of money for 20 years. Okay, let's think about that for a minute. You just think about how much gas has gone up in 20 years. And trying to maintain where we have for 20 years is unbelievable because we haven't had a big enough increase to pay teachers to keep them. Do you see what I mean? And we need that so they can have ownership in our programs.
A dedicated group of current and former state decision makers are leading an effort to open discussion on fair and equitable increases in funding.
In many cases, the resources that are with adult education are the same resources they've had for 15 or 20 years. And the number of folks who are taking advantage of these services has increased tremendously. So we need to have a few more dollars to be able to help those folks and to help the program expand.
Adult ed has been the part of education that many times is talked about but not funded to the level in which it needs to be as effective as it could be. And I feel like that the legislators need to dig and look, and they also need to listen to the people that are within the adult ed programs because these people, they're almost like missionaries. They're almost like they're called. I've never seen a more dedicated group to people, to their students, than these people. They just go the extra mile all the time.
The quest for adequate funding, like all aspects of adult education, is ultimately about positively changing the lives of students and families and sustaining economic development in Arkansas. Students often cite the life-changing benefits of adult education while honoring and respecting the fact that those services are provided at no cost to them. The environment in adult education classes is designed to meet the needs of students in educational settings with more one-on-one interaction between the student and teacher.
Our facility, we've been blessed because it's great, but it's difficult to keep people on board if we can't pay them like the P-12 schools can. And I realize they're important, but you got to remember, we're getting those people that haven't been successful there, don't feel like that they're part of that scene. They come here and they feel comfortable with us.
Well, it's been a lot of help to me, and I think finally I'm about to accomplish the goal I've set to get my GED, and all the teachers that's helped me and to get through this program, and they haven't gave up or anything when I've got aggravated or anything. They just sit there and help me through all the problems I've had.
The adult education process often results in improved self-esteem and a boost to students' confidence that they can serve as role models to their own children and families.
And I think the best spokespersons are those who have come through the programs. And it's kind of like a college solicits its alumni to go out and tell the story of the institution. One thing we probably need to do is solicit our alumni who have come through those adult ed doors, because they're the best to tell the story. You can have policymakers and leaders of a community talk about it all day long, but the most substantial impact to a legislator is going to be that student whose life has been changed.
I didn't know how it would affect me, how it do and everything. And by coming here, I realized that I could do this. I could do whatever I put my mind to do. And that's what I'm talking about when I say build my confidence up, because I realize now that I can do anything I put my mind to.
It taught me a whole bunch of things about myself that it gave me a courage to do anything I want to do. That's what it taught me about. Yep, and it's helped out. I mean, it helped out great.
Obtaining my GED means to me that I can do something in my life and I can be successful even though I didn't have the best of luck in actual school or anything like that.
Yes, the future of adult education is an important part of the future of Arkansas. And thanks to support for Arkansas adult education, those who stand to benefit from its services will undoubtedly find stepping stones and first and second chances along the way.
I think that it's just an overall improvement for that individual, ultimately an overall improvement for that individual's goals and their families and our communities.
These things we need, and if we can just make a difference in the lives of 20% of our people, can you imagine, just imagine how much this state will grow and how much it will prosper as a result of adult ed.